Hey everyone, this is Christian here. I am just going to be showing you how to install the packetbatch standard version. The standard version, and let me just make sure this is recording. Okay. The standard version is, I would say, more portable than the AFXDV version. It also supports TCP cook sockets, which allows you to establish a TCP connection easily. It does a three-way handshake for you. As of right now, you can't packet batch without cook sockets does not really support establishing a TCP connection because it doesn't give that functionality to um, modify the sequence numbers and the acknowledgement numbers of a TCP connection. So it'll send an acknowledgement or like the endpoint will send a sequence number back to us, and we'll have to put that in the acknowledgement field, and then +1 for a SYN or FIN packet, or add on the payload length or data length, I should say. So it doesn't support it right now, but I am planning to add support at some point, or maybe just make a separate repo for it. Um, but as of right now, it doesn't. But that's the nice thing about the standard version is it does, so you can make that TCP connection. Um, it's also the easiest to install because you don't need like libelf, for example. And it should work on pretty much most kernel versions, whereas AFXCP you need like 4.19 or above. As I said before, it is not as fast as AFXCP though, by around 5 to 10%. Um, and it might be higher than that depending on the hardware and so on. Anyways, I'm going to be using my Kali VM here because I like the ZSH shell over bin bash for using this. And then it's on my QEMU/KVM, which I installed today. So I've been really liking it so far. Anyways, let's get started. So the first thing you're going to want to do is make sure you have Git installed on your operating system. You can usually install that with apt space install space Git for like Ubuntu or Debian, or yum install for CentOS. Um, so we're going to do that here, and make sure you have the hyphen recursive flag, because if you don't, you'll have to go into the repo and into the repo and do git space submodule space update, and then hyphen in it. Unless if there's another command, but that usually downloads all the submodules as well. I do not believe I can. Yeah, I can't autocomplete this. Actually, would have been bad anyway. I don't even know why I was thinking that, because we're downloading the standard version. Anyways, that's so you just want to copy the repo link. I usually add a docket at the end, but you don't need that, I don't think. Next thing you want to do is you can go into the directory it cloned to, which is pv-standard, obviously case sensitive because it's Linux. The next thing you want to do is make sure you have the necessary tools installed. That's going to be make, clang, and for libyaml, that library, it's going to be autoconfig, but without the ig at the end, and libtool. So we'll just do sudo apt install build essential, what comes with make, clang, autoconfig, and libtool. I think I have them installed already though. Yeah, I didn't uninstall them this tutorial. Alright, anyways, after that you have to run make as root or sudo. The reason for this is because libyaml copies the header files to /user/include, I believe. Or something like that. I think it's actually like /user/local/include. Anyways, I could modify like the make file to run that as sudo, but I know not every operating system has sudo, and I want to make this as compatible as possible. So you just have to run sudo make for now as root. Well, make as root. I apologize for that inconvenience as well. This is how it is right now. I apologize for the squeaking noises as well, and I have a cold, so I know this mic can be really sensitive. Okay, so as you can see it installed correctly, one thing I want to note is you can ignore the warnings, which is created by libyaml. Actually, they're just really notes. Well, there's warnings too, but those are perfectly fine and normal. The application build itself doesn't have any warnings. I'm not sure if it would generate warnings for GCC, for example, or CC. Anyways, the next thing you want to do is sudo make install. You could have done it in the same command if you added an and sign or signs. But I just wanted to show you the installation itself first. This copies to user bin, which should be in your path, so you should be able to use, and you'll have to launch your program as root. Now, I know exactly what this is going to do. It's going to complain because the interface I have on my Kali VM here is not the same as my home server's VM, and my home server, the interface my home server VMs uses is the default. So it's going to complain here. Obviously, no such device, but it copies the default config to /etc/packetbatch, well, packet spelled PCKT, and then it's the same spelling, just with the .yaml at the end. We'll just cat that. And you can see from here. And as you can see, the interface is null. So actually there's no default interface. In my case, I would just copy eth0, and then I would also have to comment out. Well, first of all, make all these modifications, and then comment out the includes as well, which don't exist. Anyways, that's really about it. Yeah, that's about it. Thank you for watching.